due to some violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, ChollayMurphay here. It's been a while since I made a video, and we'll get right to that, but first I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Raid Shadow... Yeah, right. There's no sponsor. I just wanted to say I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. We had some moving and things going on, but I'm glad to be back, and let's get to the video. And today's video is Pistol Whip, a game by Cloudhead Studios. It is an on-rails action shooter rhythm game. We start out in front of what looks like a techno movie theater, which is pretty cool. Our options menu looks like a couple of movie marquees, which I think is also very cool. Loving the aesthetic. This game's kind of like a cross between Super Hot and Beat Saber. You'll see what I mean. First, we'll start with the training stage, one of my favorites of any game. Okay, shoot enemies, that's easy enough. Dodge bullets. So you're saying I can dodge bullets? I'm saying when you're ready, you won't have to. You aim down to reload. You get it, because it's kind of like Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Anyway, alright, when you get shot, you lose your armor. You shoot enemies to repair your armor. Now, when you don't have any armor, you're completely vulnerable, and one more shot will kill you. We also have to dodge obstacles. See, it's kind of like in the line with Beat Saber, along with the rhythm part of the game. And then you have one more attack, which is to pistol whip. There we go. That's the tutorial, which I think is awesome. Quick and to the point. And now we're at the main menu. Look around. We've got some settings here. First is modifiers. There's a lot of different modifiers you can turn on and off here, like dual wielding. You can have Deadeye, which basically makes it to where you have to aim yourself. There's a pretty heavy auto aim in this game, but it pretty much plays to the game's strengths. But as you change modifiers, it affects your score. Some of them negatively, some of them not at all. It just depends. You've got some other settings here. You can adjust your HUD. You can adjust the level of the floor, things like that. There's also some pistol options, which is like the angle of the pistol and stuff like that. Let's see here. Trigger response, things like that. The angle of your pistol, so if it doesn't feel right in your hand as opposed to what you're seeing on the screen, you can adjust that. Then there's some regular game options. We have audio options. Of course, we want everything cranked to the max. Heck yeah. And there's also some vibration options, which is pretty much vibration on or off. You can also set the thing to vibrate to the beat. Each one of your stages is considered a scene, like a scene from a movie, which I think is awesome. If we look here, it tells a song title, artist, the tempo and beats per minute. We've got easy, medium, and hard. And let's go ahead and get into one of them and see what kind of badassery this game has to offer. If you see, like I said, the aesthetic of the game is kind of in line with like a Super Hot. Now, one thing I love about this game is it is a rhythm game, and you are graded by whether or not you shoot on the beat and stuff like that. But honestly, it's totally optional. If you just want to treat this as an on-rail shooter with some awesome music, then you are more than welcome to do that. And it works well as that type of game. But to get the best scores and to be on the leaderboard, you need to try to time your shots with the timing of the music. And honestly, the way the enemy placement is and stuff like that really leads to it. So it sort of, the game sort of leads you in that direction. But if you just want to go in guns blazing and just take out bad guys, then you're free to do that too. And I love that about the game. There's no fail state because you didn't go along with the beat. I feel like that would have been too oppressive, and it really wouldn't have. It really would have kind of bogged the game down and made it a lot less fun. But the fact that if you are a perfectionist and you just want that high score and you want to be number one on the leaderboards, then you go in and you shoot along to the music. If you just want an awesome shooter experience, you've got that too, or you could do some combination of the two, and it's fantastic. And the soundtrack to this game is also phenomenal. I had never heard of any of these people before. I don't know if they were just brought together for the creation of this video game, or if this is existing music that you can go and buy that they just licensed for the game. But all of it is fantastic. And there's even some tracks that I thought, I don't know about this, and then played the level, and it's so good. And the music not only is not only cool and pumping and stuff like that, but it really adds to the feel of the stages as well. And bam! We end with a pistol whip, which I think is extremely appropriate. All right, and when you're done, they give you your performance, and I got a resounding C. I'm new at the game, so whatever. But if you look here, it tells you your hits, your accuracy, your on-beat count, which shows you your aim score as far as the score that you got for how accurate you were, and your beat score as far as your score for how on the beat you were. It tells you your biggest combo and how many times you were hit and stuff like that. Now, I decided to go and try one of the modifiers. I was like, well, this is awesome, but I'm going to have two guns, and it's got to be twice as awesome with two guns. So this is what happened when I went in with two guns. I was like, yeah, time to get some gun fu going on, dual wielding style. And immediately my accuracy went into the dumpster. Because I'm like, do I shoot with my right hand or my left hand or both? Or so I've already taken a hit, and this is like the very beginning of the stage. And don't get me wrong, it feels cool dual wielding, but I don't know why. But for some reason, to me, it felt more right to be using the one gun. Which I guess that's why you get a negative 10% to your score for using the dual wielding option. And so at this point I was just like, I'm so not ready for that. So I decided to go on to the next stage, just single wielding. And this is when I think I really started getting the feel of the game. I think I did a lot better on this one. And so I'm going to let you watch a little bit of gameplay. I'm going to shut my mouth and let you just enjoy the music and enjoy the experience. times like these when things are really frenetic and everything's going fast, you've got a ton of guys coming at you and you're dodging and weaving and returning fire. It's times like this when it feels really cool. This is probably when you feel the closest to a badass like John Wick or an action movie star. Bam! Gotta be solid. So of course I was super thrilled about that. That's the first time I had gotten anything higher than a C. If we look here, I've managed to keep my accuracy and my on beat more than 80%. And so that definitely boosted my score. I was proud of all this stuff, but the thing that I was probably the most proud of, if we look down here on the bottom of the list, you see right there, we got a little 0 on times hit, and I was like, surely there's got to be an achievement for going through a stage without getting hit at all, but it just didn't happen. And then I did this self-destructive thing where I'm proud of myself, but I go and check my own hubris. I was like, oh, we got to look at the leaderboards here and see. And yeah, the top 3 spots are like 200 something thousand. I was like, well, where does that put me? And wah, wah. Which, I mean, that just means I get to play it more to try to get better. But I was thinking, I was like, well, what's up with that? It's like, wait, what's this little symbol here? It's like, that says dual wielding. I wasn't dual wielding. And it dawned on me, and I was like, yeah, you've got to be kidding me. So I went and checked the modifiers. From where I had turned on dual wielding earlier, and I set the other controller down, I didn't realize that dual wielding was on that whole time. So I lost like 10% of my score because of that, and having the modifier on kept me from getting certain achievements. So I would have gotten like 2 or 3 different achievements if I hadn't had that on. So word to the wise, make sure you've got your modifiers turned off that you're not using if you're trying to get a good score. So I want to talk a little bit about scoring. Now, like I said before, you've got 2 independent scores. You've got an accuracy score and you have an on-beat score. So the better your accuracy is, if I'm not mistaken, if enemies are way off in the distance, the auto aim takes care of it, and it doesn't, and you are less likely to get a good accuracy score on an enemy from far away, if not no score whatsoever. Now, a pistol whip always gets you the full score from what I understand. And as far as difficulty goes, I'm playing on easy just because I'm super noob status. But from what I understand, not only does turning up the difficulty on these stages increase the number of enemies sometimes, but also like you see these dodge barriers and stuff like that, they add a lot more of the dodge barriers, so there's a lot more dipping and weaving and stuff like that you have to do while trying to avoid these guys, and it keeps the difficulty up, of course. Now, there's cool little places like this where they pretty much set you up for some cool stuff. So I could have been going through here doing this the whole time, but dummy me was standing back.
Content. Parental discretion is advised.
I love that part. But dummy me was back off in the distance just popping off these guys. I was like, wait a second. The game's setting me up and I'm just, duh. But there again is another one of the game's strengths, where every time you play one of these levels, you always end the level thinking, but maybe I could have done this a little bit differently, or oh, I saw this awesome thing, I was set up perfectly for this thing and I didn't take it. Next time I play through this, I'm going to have to do that. And so it keeps you, you immediately want to play the stage again. Every time I play one of these, I want to see all the levels, and there's 15 in total, but I'm always left like, oh, I just want to go through that one more time, and I think that's a really good quality. All right, and that brings us to one of the last things that I forgot to talk about, which was customization. This is something I forgot about until I had already played the game for a little while. I was like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be able to customize your weaponry. And so you click on the opening of the briefcase, and so we've got some other stuff to work with. There's a TAC Ops collection, which apparently you have to unlock. Antique Guns collection. There's a Mauser and stuff like that. The Babayaga collection. Like, yes. So awesome. I cannot wait to unlock these guns. But we've got the Babayaga collection, the Founders collection. I don't know if I don't know about the Founders Collection, but I've only got the one pistol, so we're going to work on that a little bit. And there's a ton of these patterns here. So we've got sort of like just a collection of different types of camo. There's what looks like a carbon fiber and just a bunch of other cool ones. And you click on these two red outlier buttons here, and that's how you switch the pages. Another thing about these color combinations, now that was the tiger stripes was the one that caught my attention. I love that. And the cool thing about these colors, if you look, it's like two shades of a color or two different colors, and you can click and flip those. So even each one of the color selections that you have has a dual selection on it, which I think was really cool. And then you can even change the sound effects that your gun makes when you fire it. I really like number 3, the one that sounds like it's a silenced pistol, but like a really high caliber silenced pistol. I like that one. I like the crispness of that one. So that one just sounds like a freaking hand cannon, like a Desert Eagle in a hallway. But yeah, the customization is awesome, and I didn't even go through all these. There's materials and stuff, so you can change, the material, like the metal color of your gun, and I just thought this was an even cooler little thing. So not only are you going through, doing awesome, you also get to make a cool looking weapon. I like that you can save it too. So next time you open up your case, once I've unlocked some of these weapons, I can just open up and be like, yeah, let me get my tiger print. So, what are you gonna do with your fancy new gun except for go play with it? So let's play a stage with it. This is shooting up stuff with Captain Noob.
Fear not. I am the first and the last and the living one. I died, and behold, I am alive forevermore, and I have the keys of death and Hades.
This is the part of the video where I'd like to take the opportunity to talk about the game feel. Now, game feel is one of those things that you can't really put a number on. It's not really quantifiable. VR's been around for a little bit, and it's growing in popularity, and it's just getting bigger, and I see good things for it in the future, but one of the things about VR is game feel. Now, you can take just about any game and put it in VR, and it'll be cool. Just because being in a VR space in itself is a cool feeling, because you're in a place that you can't be in real life, or it's something fantastical, or somewhere that it would be very hard for you to be or do in real life. And of course, the sense of depth and scale is really cool. And so it's easy to put people in a VR space in your game and have it be cool, and look cool, but feeling cool is a different thing. Game feeling is a different thing. And there are a few VR experiences that not only look cool, but make you really feel cool while you're doing them. And this is one of the things that Cloudhead Games with this game have gotten down in spades, is they have nailed the game feel. It feels remarkable to play this game. It feels cool. You feel like a badass. Even when you're not doing great, even when you're just on easy and you're just playing the game, however, you feel cool. You feel like a badass. You feel like an operator. And like I said, that's one of those things that you can't really put a number on. You can't quantify. You can't say, hey, if we do this, then we're guaranteed to have good game feel. And it's not how it works. And like I said, the guys at Cloudhead Studios have nailed this in spades. Like I said, you feel like an incredible badass no matter what difficulty you're on. And like I said, I think a lot of that lends itself to the fact that you don't have to be doing awesome at this game to feel awesome playing this game. You don't have to stay on beat and stuff like that. And like I said, the ability to stray from the rhythm-based part of this game and sort of have it exist simultaneously unto itself as far as, you know, accuracy and stuff like that, not having a fail state if you don't stay on beat, is where these guys really got it right. And I cannot praise them enough for that, because like I said, there are so few VR experiences where not only is it cool to play, but you feel cool. And they have definitely, like I said, nailed the game feel, and it's one of the things that makes me really love this game all the more. And there we go, a C, a mediocre score for a mediocre performance. But silver linings is all. You know, that just means that I get to take my cool new gun and go play some more Pistol Whip. And that's always a good thing. Once again, like I said, I can't praise this game enough. The feeling of this game, you can tell the passion and the love for the subject matter that went into this game, and Cloudhead Studios have really brought us something special in Pistol Whip, and I cannot wait to play even more of this. Like I said, there's 15 tracks, and there's supposed to be more DLC coming down the pipeline, and if I'm not mistaken, some of that's supposed to be free, and I can't wait to play more, and I couldn't possibly recommend this more. Thank you guys for joining me. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.